8 years ago, 30,000 pesos was my starting salary as a junior software engineer back in Quezon City. And here's what I figured out early. Time was my most valuable asset. I knew my salary would go up eventually, so I made sure to learn investing and personal finance while I was still earning a little. That's for two reasons. One, I'd get years of experience while the stakes were low, and two, my mistakes, and I will make mistakes, they are gonna be cheap. So today, I'm going to show you exactly what I would do with a 30,000 peso salary if I were to go back in time. We're going to take just 30,000 pesos a month out of that 30,000 pesos and split it into 4 streams of passive income. You don't need a big amount like 100,000 pesos. You don't need a big salary. You can start this month. So let me guess, sabi ng tito mo, sugal lang daw ang stock market. Do you believe people who haven't even tried it? Or maybe he tried and it just didn't work for him. So again, balik sa'yo yung tanong. Do you believe the losers or do you believe the winners? Here's the thing, guys. He's probably the kind of tito who's proud of his millions of pesos in the bank. What he won't tell you is that those millions are earning close to nothing. Inflation is quietly eating his hard-earned money. He worked 20, 30, 40 years because he never built passive income along the way. Huwag mong gayahin si tito. So, let's keep it simple and conservative. Say you can save 10% of your 30,000 pesos na income, 3,000 pesos a month. That's what we'll use to build your 4 streams of passive income. So for the rest of the video, remember guys that we are talking about 3,000 pesos per month. Doable naman, di ba? Here's what they don't tell you about passive income. Passive income doesn't always mean investing. Ulitin ko po, passive income doesn't always involve investing. Do you have a digital bank like Maya, Tonic, or CIMB? That's passive income. Do you have MP2? That's passive income too. Now, what about a rental property where your tenants pay you every month? Passive? Not so much. Because the chance of them calling you at 3 a.m. about a leaking toilet is not zero. That's active maintenance. Rental income? Yes. Passive? Not really. So here's the real definition. Passive income just means your money is working for you while you sleep. Before any investing, we should build your foundation, your safety net. That's your emergency fund. And it goes in a digital bank earning around 4 to 6%. Your EF should be at least 3 months of your expenses, not your income. So let's do the math. Again, balikan natin yung 30,000 pesos and your expenses are 90% of that. So 3 months of 27,000 pesos is 81,000 pesos. Put that in a digital bank and you're earning somewhere between 270 pesos a month at 4% and 405 pesos a month at 6%. And kung masipag ka talaga in chasing the best rates, it can go as high as 1,000 pesos a month dun sa Maya. So here's your practical step today. May EF ka na ba? Kung wala pa, use the full 3,000 a month to build it. And guys, until that's done, don't even think about streams 2, 3, and 4. You'll thank yourself later kasi may peace of mind ka na. There are so many stories online of people with millions of investments pero walang EF. I guess good for them for being risk takers. Pero tayo, we want to be calm investors. Now, if you already have your EF, that's good. We can talk about the other 3. Instead of the full 3,000 pesos going to stream number 1, we can scale it down to 1,500 pesos. That frees up 500 pesos each for streams 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so once your EF is set, we build your MP2 layer. This is the boring one because it locks your money for 5 years. For some people, that's a good thing. It forces them to save. For others, it's a deal breaker. For you, that's for you to decide. I'm just here to show you your options. So MP2's latest dividend rate was 7.12% minus tax. Ano nga ba yung tax nito? Is it 20%? No, that's traditional banks. Is it 10%? Hindi rin, that's REITs. Yun, 0%. MP2 dividends are tax-free, guys. 0%. That's exactly why so many Filipino retail investors keep it in their portfolio. And I can tell you this from experience because I just finished my own 5-year MP2 cycle. I put in 25,000 pesos over 5 years and Pag-ibig paid me 8,884 pesos in dividends. That's around 34% return on what I put in. So, stream number 2, MP2, 500 pesos. Stream number 3 is one of my favorites. This 500 pesos goes into real estate investment trusts, or REITs. Remember the rental property example earlier? That one where you earn but you have to manage it? Imagine that, but without the management side. That's basically what a REIT is. You buy a piece of commercial, office, land, or data center infrastructure and you get paid in dividends. Personally po, I own 4 REITs in the PSE, A-REIT, C-REIT, M-REIT, and RCR. And I've got a whole video on why only 4. So check that out after this. One honest caveat lang, because I don't want to mislead you. You're gonna be saving 500 pesos a month, but you'll need to wait until you hit the sweet spot, the Goldilocks zone. So that means being able to buy a REIT while paying the least amount of tax possible. Sounds complicated, but simplihan lang natin. Just follow the 8K rule. That means you keep saving 500 pesos a month until you've got more than 800 pesos in your buying power. And then you buy the REIT, so the fees and taxes don't eat your returns. Stream number 3, REITs, 500 pesos. This last one is super interesting because it won't pay you yet, but if it grows, it could pay you more than the first 3 streams combined. This 500 pesos goes into US stock. So there are a few ways to track the S&P 500 in the Philippines via UTFs or feeder funds or even a brokerage account like GoTrade. But for today, we'll keep it simple and use an app that I'm 100% sure na already lives in your phone, GCash. Specifically, the G-Invest product. There are a few good options there, like the ALFM Global Multi-Asset Income Fund, the ATRAM Global Equity Opportunity Feeder Fund, and the ATRAM Global Technology Feeder Fund. Some of them even pay dividends. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to put this head-to-head because I like comparing funds. Full disclosure ulit, I don't use G-Invest myself anymore. I tried it before but not anymore because I prefer to invest on my own here in Australia. This feature, the G-Invest feature, really is for the everyday Filipino who wants to get into the stock market as fast as possible without the hassle of opening and managing another account outside of GCash. If that's you, then G-Invest is perfect. So stream number 4, US stocks, 500 pesos. And that completes our passive income strategy. So that's the dream. 3 streams paying you and the other one is growing. All from a 30,000 pesos salary. Slow, boring, and real. The opposite of hype. The opposite of get rich quick. Before you go, let me give you some realistic expectations before you decide if this is even worth it. If you are starting from zero or wala ka pang EF, you will need about 27 months to save your 3 months of emergency fund. After that, you begin phase 2. And if you already have an EF, or you decide to skip it, which I really hope you don't, you can start phase 2 right away. And look guys, none of this has been financial advice, but you already know that. But here's my real advice for you. You have to start somewhere. If you wait until you're ready, when you get a promotion, when you get the salary increase, or when the government stops being a circus, you'll be waiting for a long time. If you have the power to change your life today, don't wait for tomorrow. Right, see you in the next one. Bye!